It's over. For better or for worse, Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies, it's done. We don't have to complain, or we don't have to enjoy anything else with the rest of this game. And you know what? I have some thoughts. Going into Vanguard Zombies was such a strange thing. We didn't think that Treyarch was going to be making zombies at all until, I don't know, probably 6 months before the game came out. And then all of a sudden Treyarch was going to be making zombies, and we were thrilled, man. We were all so excited as to what's to come with Vanguard Zombies. Sledgehammer, you know, they've made zombies in the past, but not quite to the level that Treyarch did, especially coming off of a game like Cold War. Cold War Zombies was the pinnacle of zombies, in my opinion. I love Black Ops 3, I love Black Ops 2, I love Black Ops 1, I love Call of Duty Zombies. But Cold War? It was just different, man. The replayability, the things that you could do in-game, getting camos and the Dark Ether camos, the replayability of a lot of it by adding different kinds of like Ethereum crystals to upgrade your perks or your weapons. Cold War was a masterpiece. It truly was. And how in the world was Treyarch going to follow that up with a game that isn't theirs? And we learned pretty quickly that the main devs for the Treyarch Zombies team weren't going to be making this. So we were able to temper our expectations a little bit, but a lot of the core fundamentals that was inside of Cold War weren't there. This was a whole new ball game for Call of Duty Zombies. This was something that Treyarch had never done before, Activision had never done before, you know, Sledgehammer had never done before. And the thing is at the beginning, I saw it that way. I saw it as something coming off a COVID-affected year, something where, you know, we can't really harp on Sledgehammer and Treyarch about this game, because even though Cold War was great, they have a few months. The extra Treyarch developers have a few months to make this game work. So Darren Fong, it sucked. It was boring, but I got it. And most of you know, I, of all people, of everybody in the Zombies community, was very vocal about my support and saying, hey, this is going to get better. There's no way this is going to continue being this bad. There's no way that this game is going to be as bad as it stays. And you know what? I was wrong. Terra Maldicta came out, and they gave us our first Easter egg for this game. We finally had an Easter egg hunt inside of Vanguard Zombies. Really late into the game's life cycle, mind you. We didn't have a pause feature. This game, for lack of a better term, was a shit show from the start. The ray gun wasn't in the video game. Again, pause feature? Nah. Pack-a-punch camos? No thanks. Everything that they had struck away the core fundamentals that we had in Black Ops Cold War, or even all the way back to World at War with the pause feature. And let me tell you, as a Zombies fan, I straight up could not understand how this happened. But there I was, defending Treyarch throughout the entirety of this venture that they were on. And I said, you know, they have a lot of problems that they're working with. They're working on a completely new engine. There's a lot of stuff going on at Activision and the studios that just is really not helping the creative process. And they weren't supposed to make this game in the first place. They were coming off of Cold War, and they were like, man, we don't really have much to add to this game. And we can go on and on about all the cut content that was inside of Vanguard, but we know that already. And people that are saying, oh, it's just a part of the Treyarch team, they're right. Only a part of the Treyarch Zombies development team was making this game. But it didn't have to be that way. We finally got our first round-based map in Shinonuma, a remake of a map that we've had a million times before. A remake of a map that was already in the game that, honestly, if it would have been in the game from the start, would have given people a much better perception of the future of Vanguard Zombies. They had most of the assets already, and I think my biggest problem is the blatant lies, or I guess stretching of the truth, that Treyarch and Activision and Sledgehammer really pulled into this. Take the Court Effects boss fight, for example. In their tweet, or in their, I guess, blog post, Treyarch said, this is a boss fight that is very rarely seen in Zombies. It is just so good. And it's one of the most boring boss fights I think I've ever done. The Court Effects boss fight is literally just the Forsaken boss fight. That's all it is. But worse. That's exactly what we were dealing with in that boss fight. And there are parts of it that just feel clunky. And they reuse most of the map. I don't know. Treyarch itself has never been this bad at communication. At least in Cold War, we knew what was coming. We knew what was happening. We had weekly updates from Treyarch saying, hey, this is what's going on, this is what we're working on. But this game, we didn't even know about this map and what it was going to be until maybe a week before. And who can forget when Vanguard Zombies launched and Daron Fong was made and there were a bunch of problems and we heard nothing. We heard nothing from Treyarch until like February. Now again, they had their own little hiatus that they went on to kind of help out the morale of the Activision company as a whole, so everybody had a long vacation. The problem was, I understand why they did that. They deserved that. But the problem was, the game was in such a bad state, and leaving it that way was only going to create more and more havoc in the community. And now we're looking at Call of Duty 2024, the next Black Ops, Treyarch game, whatever it's going to be, that Zombies mode, we're looking at that to save this franchise. I am not overreacting or overstating in my opinion when I say this. If Call of Duty 2024 Zombies is bad, that's it. We're pulling the plug, calling it a career. No more zombies for a while. We just can't, man. They have 2 years to work on this, and basically 3, because the Treyarch team, the main Treyarch team, was working on Call of Duty 2024 instead of working on Vanguard. The thing is, they could have probably taken a few of those people and pushed them over to Vanguard for a few months, said, here, go work on that. Really, how much worse could 2024 have been if that was the case? If a few of the best people at Treyarch went and worked on Vanguard instead of on Call of Duty 2024, how much worse would Call of Duty 2024 been? Probably not that much. They have 3 years. Basically 3 years, because I am not counting Vanguard as a year that they were working on it. They will 100% say, we worked on Vanguard. They said with the release of this new map, Green Terra Maldicta, that, oh man, we've had a jam-packed year, all this other stuff. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You haven't had a jam-packed year worth anything. And I think it's fitting that at the end of the Vanguard life cycle, we go ahead and kind of let it all out, man. Because I have said time and time again, I have been one of the biggest supporters of this game. Up until this point, I was like, you know, this game, it has potential, but now that it's all said and done, and it's over, and the package is fully delivered, this game is the biggest slap in the face to Call of Duty Zombies fans throughout the entire history of the mode. And they should be ashamed. Treyarch, Sledgehammer, Activision, they should be ashamed of how terribly this game went. And again, I gave them all the credit in the world. I said, man, this game's really not that bad. But no. No. Now that it's all said and done, now that I know there's nothing else coming for this game, I had in the back of my head, I had hope. I had hope for this game, but now that it's over, they should be ashamed. And from a career standpoint, for a YouTuber like myself, or I'm sure Skeptics, Lego, and all of my friends are feeling the same way, this sort of thing is just a speed bump on our way to wherever our careers are going to go. But my goodness, it's hard not to take Vanguard as a whole and just weigh yourself down with how absolutely horrendous this game was, and then try to think about your future, waiting 2 years for some sort of new zombies game to come out. I'm not trying to be a whiny YouTuber, and I'm not going to be, so I want to hear it from you guys. We had a poll on this where everybody said they would prefer custom zombies than DMZ or maybe old Cold War content or other games, so on and so forth. Everybody said custom zombies. So if you've made it this far, leave in the comments what kind of custom zombie videos you want to see. Do you want to see me play with people? Do you want to see me do this solo? I'm up for anything right now. The next year or two, I mean, obviously with Modern Warfare 2, we're going to be posting some Modern Warfare 2 content. I'm sorry if it's not your guys' style. It's going to be DMZ. We're going to post multiplayer. We'll post campaign. We're going to be throwing everything at the wall just to see what the heck sticks. But what you guys want. I want specific details in the comments down below, because more than anything, I want to bring something to you guys that you guys actually will enjoy watching. Because if the stats on YouTube are any indication, you guys really didn't hate Vanguard Zombies as much as I now do. You guys were still there showing up, supporting me, even if the game itself was dog shit. So I can't thank you guys enough for that, and I just want to make something that you guys want to watch, man. More than anything else, I want to make you guys happy. I want to keep you guys watching, and maybe at the end of the day, you had a bad day at school. You had a bad day at work. More than anything else, man, I just want to put something out where you can come home, slip on your footy PJs, or whatever the hell you're wearing, have a nice ice-cold tea, or a milk, or a vodka tonic or 5. I want to make something you guys want to watch. So please, in the comments down below, let me know what you think that's going to be. It's only up from here, man. I mean, we can't go much lower, right? So I'm excited to go on this journey with you guys. I hope you guys are too. Thanks for sticking around to this point in the video. If you did, you're an absolute legend. And I'll see you soon.